So it's a Tory mantra that if you want life to be better, you shouldn't be so poor. That's how it seems. And it's not just the likes of Suella Braverman coming out with nonsense like, oh, homelessness is a lifestyle choice. Please. It's not just the likes of Suella saying this sort of thing. We've had that nonsense from Tories for years and years and years. And in fairness, the Conservatives aren't the only ones to come out with this sort of baloney. Absolutely, we need politicians who have the common touch, and unfortunately, current incumbent government does not have the common touch. I would love to see a ban on people joining Parliament if they've been to private school, to Eton, to, had a privileged upbringing, because honestly, I think a privileged upbringing deprives an individual of the ability to see things from another person's point of view. And this is how we end up with a government that doesn't work for the people, it works for themselves. Now, I could go deeper, but I think it's best to leave it at that. But suffice to say that homelessness is not a lifestyle choice. We are, most of us, just a couple of paychecks away from disaster. Now, what I mean by that is, if you weren't paid this month, this week, then you might survive 1 month. You might be able to lean on credit and do that. And some of us might be able to go for the equivalent of a couple of paychecks before really starting to suffer and eating away at a lot of savings. But a lot of us don't have that privilege even. And a lot of us are simply one paycheck away from disaster, one paycheck away from not paying the mortgage, not paying the rent, not paying for the utilities. A lot of us are that close to the street. And there's more and more homeless folk living on the streets of London and Birmingham and any other city in the country, and it's only going to get worse. And all around, what do we see? We see empty buildings, empty office buildings. It could be opened up for other uses, but now they're sitting there for some rich landlord waiting to get the fast bucks out of some company. But I feel maybe times are moving on, and a lot of businesses realise they don't need a physical presence. So isn't it time we had a government that actually works for the people, all the people? A homeless guy in the street doesn't spend as much. A homeless guy in the street is very hand to mouth, literally hand to mouth, and they are not going to contribute to the economy. Why not do more? Lift those people out of the gutter they're sitting in. Do more to lift the underpaid, the lower paid up so they can survive. Do something to suppress prices so people can live on the terrible poor wage that so many jobs offer. Do something. Now, if you're not in power and you have a vote, treasure it, because it's a right that could be taken away from you by people who don't work for you. Go out, go vote, make your vote count. No tactical nonsense voting, but for what is right. Let's have a bunch of MPs working for us that actually want the best for everyone. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.